Colt. It's interesting to see you virtue signal on this topic, since it's coming from someone who not only strips in any establishment he walks into, but his girlfriend also wears the type of clothing he's patronizing women for in this video. But that is just where this rabbit hole begins. Colt, word of advice, if you are trying to hide things and you don't want shit resurfacing, it's best to not bring attention to yourself in this manner. Let me ask you a question. Did you tell your followers why you're no longer with Young LA? You didn't? You didn't tell them you got kicked out? Okay, I'll fill them in. You got kicked out of Young LA because you were in the group chat talking about fucking Russian whores and how the only thing women were good for was cooking and sex, and continued to ramble on about that. The same group chat that not only had a bunch of Young LA female athletes in there, but also had Jay Cutler in it, who apparently had some very choice words for you before you caught the boot. But let's not stop there. Here's a visual depiction on how you treat women. This is after you smash your collarbone into the car door frame. And there you were, open hand smacking your ex-girlfriend across the face, who is already wincing and preparing to be hit, which that body language indicates this has happened before. So I reached out to her. You abused your ex-girlfriend for 2 years. You slowly cut her off from her support system. You got more comfortable with being physical towards her. But it's not even over yet. You went on an acid trip and killed your cat. There's Leo, the kitten whose neck you snapped. And here's the episode of the Mogcast where they anonymously talk about it, timestamp at 48 minutes. And is it just me, or does it seem to be a trend that whenever someone does a metric fuck ton of wrongdoing, they suddenly just happen to find Jesus? Like, so what if you're a hypocritical, misogynistic, animal-abusing woman beater? Just slap the he over eye bumper sticker on your car, put some stereotypical God thing in your bio, and you're good to go. Not to mention how you have all these outrageously priced coaching and diet and nutrition programs on your website when you have no qualification to be giving them at all. This is the first video I ever saw from you, Colt. It was a little over a year ago. And it was this true, honest, transparent take of yourself before you started propagating this electric, manic persona of yourself online. It was a moment where you were truly vulnerable, talking about your self-harm scars and the trauma you've been through and lifting people up and how you wanted to be a role model for people. And it stood out to me. I connected with it because I saw myself in you, and I thought you would be a tremendous role model for people, that you would help them climb out of the place that they were. I was terribly wrong. You are not a good role model, and you have an enormous amount of garbage on your side of the street that you need to clean.